Welcome to this episode of Vibe Gardening Inform Edition, where I'm going to go over some of what's going on in this Cucumber uh, Moonshot Experiment here in the middle of October. Now, October 17th, we're going to see how the cucumber is doing and what I've done to it and how I'm going to try to get it to go into November. With that said, let's go. The first, we're going to talk about where we are with this cucumber right now. This cucumber right now, as you can see, it's already about approximately 3 feet tall, and for this one, it's got more sun coming in because the sun is kind of coming in sort of. So that is south facing, and so this right here is getting the most sun right here, but also this is getting most of the wind from this wind tunnel here between the fence and my house coming through. So this is giving this side a bit more. It's getting more sun, but it's also getting more cold temperature at night. The temperature at night is getting dropping into the 40s and sometimes upper 30s. So for those with Celsius, that is running in about approximately just a little under 10 degrees Celsius and all the way down to under 5 degrees Celsius. So it's got a cold wind coming in. There's some cold stress, and as usual with the cucumbers, there's a little bit of uh, what's called mildew at the bottom as well. So let's go in for a little closer shot on what's going on. But so far, right now, we've got some fruits developing, which are hand pollinated, and yeah, let's go in for a look. As you can see right here, this one on the outside it has developed one and two fruit. This is kind of hitting back here. Two fruits already. These two I have hand pollinated, which at that time there was female flower on this side, but only male flower on this side. You can see it's got all these male flower going on here, and they have one female flower I've hand pollinated using itself. The interesting thing is I don't have any female flowers coming, male flowers coming from the sunnier side, which is fine because I was able to pollinate still with the male flowers on this side. So that should be doing the job of getting these things pollinated and going. Though there are still some bumblebee hanging around, I don't quite know how well they're still surviving this cold temperature. And so yeah, that's the fruits. Now for the cold stress, as you can see, got some crisping on the edge. And it's not your typical nutrition burn, though I've been kind of giving a little bit of nutrition for a little while. But now it's so cold, I've stopped giving it fertilizer. And as you can see here, it's showing quite a bit sign of cold stress going on here and here as well. And the funny thing is that if you look at it here, it's worse when you get down to the wind tunnel side a little bit. When you go here, the cold stress is not as heavy, which tells me that this is definitely cold stress and not nutritional stress. And then, of course, when you go down to the bottom, you can definitely see the mildew developing on the leaf. This is classic mildew sign here with the little spots and everything. But it's only in the bottom. Due to the temperature drop, I don't expect these mildew to get worse. And but yeah, the main threat right now is temperature, which is as expected for this time of October. But yeah, then we'll see how it goes here because I have other little trick up in my sleeve that hopefully will help this guy here survive all the way into November. We got a bit of cold temperature coming up, but I'll show you what I'm doing in a little bit. All right, so this is the next step we're taking here. What I done here was I took a 3-foot diameter, 1-foot tall raised bed, and a round raised bed. I have made a cot around it, and I actually went to the Veterans Park here in Ann Arbor last month when they're having free wood chip drop off from the compost center. I got myself a full-sized trash can and another 13-gallon trash cans worth of wood chips. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this up with wood chips as essentially a blanket for these things to kind of give it that warmth to snuggle up against. So when tomorrow, when it rains and the temperature starts dropping, this will form a insulation here to let at least the root temperature stay well above whatever the temperatures around it, soaking up the heat from the daytime and from the brick wall behind it, and give it a whatever temperature raise it's going to be getting. So, I hope this works. Here we go with the wood chips. All right, here we go. We are dumping this stuff all in here. I think we'll probably have to get some more of it. And this is the first group. So here it is. This is the wood chips, filling it up. What I did was I created a mound, mounting the wood chips up to the cucumber grow bag. And make sure there's some in the back. Sure there's some in the back here where it's touching as close to the brick wall as possible. And the reason for that is I can soak up some of that solar heat coming from the brick wall. And if I really wanted to, I can actually even add some more green compost. This is brown compost, and then the composting process happen, which will raise the temperature even more. But this right now will give it a nice insulation going into the end of October and early November at least. And see if this works. So there you have it. That's what's been going on with the Cucumber Moonshot Experiment. And this time in addition, I did something a little extra here, giving a little bit of blanket thermal insulation to see how far I can push this into way beyond normal season. So with that said, keep gardening and keep vibing. Let's go.